So this is the next example from the same series. We are going to analyze a given indeterminate type of truss by using strain energy method. Okay, so this is the given truss. In this problem, two pointers are given at point F, 180 kilonewton load and 90 kilonewton horizontal force is there. Okay, so first of all, we will find the SDI of the structure. If you observe the given structure, this is a simply supported truss because one of the end is the hinge support and one of the end is the roller support. Okay, so total SDI of the structure comes out to be 1. Here, external SDI comes out to be 0 because one of the end is hinge support, another end is the roller support. It means it is a simply supported truss. That's why external indeterminacy is equals to 0. Okay. Next, so if you calculate SDI, so SDI, this is total SDI. Okay. So the given truss you can call is indeterminate by degree 1 because of provision of one extra member. Okay, that member, one extra member can be BE or FC. Okay, so next, to analyze this truss, we'll go for calculation of P forces. We go for calculation of P forces. P force analysis means just we have to remove one extra member. Okay, so here we have to remove this member BE. This is the member BE. We have to remove this member. Because of removal of this BE member, now the structure is become determinate type of truss. Okay, now this is a determinate type of truss. Of course, we can analyze a determinate type of truss by joint method or by section method. So first of all, just find out the support reaction at hinge support. There is two react component, RAY and RAX, and at D point, at D there is a roller support. There will be single reactive component perpendicular to the plane. Okay, that is the reaction RD. Okay, so first step is to find the support reactions. Okay, to find RAY, we'll take a moment about A point. Okay, and we'll find reaction RD. Okay, so now just take a moment about A point. Take a moment about A point. Just here clockwise will be positive, anti-clockwise will be negative. So here 180 kilonewton force, 180 is the force into perpendicular is 9 meter. Okay, it is going clockwise, so plus that horizontal force is of 90 Newton. Here is the horizontal force. Just you are taking movement about point A. 90 into perpendicular is 3, perpendicular is 9. Okay, so likewise you can find reaction RD. After getting reaction RD, just apply summation Fy equal to 0. Apply summation Fy equal to 0 to this diagram. So RAY plus RD going upward, that's why we are taking positive, minus 180. 180 Newton force is going downward, that's why minus is equal to 0. So from this, you can get the value of reaction RAY. Okay. Next, just apply summation Fx equal to 0 to that diagram. From that, you can get the value of RAX. So here we are getting RAX as negative because we are assumed RAX. Just come to this diagram. So just to this diagram, apply summation Fx equal to 0. Okay. So RAX going towards right, That's why take positive. This 90 Newton is also going towards right. Take it as positive. So 90 plus Rax is equals to 0. Okay. So from this you can get value of Rax as 90 Newton, but we are getting answer minus. Minus means this assumed direction is wrong. Of course, we don't know that previously before solving the example, we don't know the direction of the force. Okay, so this direction, that is Rax going towards right, it is the assumed direction. Okay, we are getting the answer negative means this assumed direction is wrong. So what is the final answer? Rax going towards left. So you can show here Rax going towards left. So this is the final answer. Okay. Next step, go for finding out the forces in all the members of truss. Go for finding out forces in all members of truss by using joint method or section method. Okay. So before going to finding out the forces in members of truss, you can apply zero force member rule. Okay, already I have given 3 rules regarding the zero force member. Okay, so just observe joint B. Just observe the joint B. At joint B, 3 members are meeting, AB and this BF and BC. At this single joint, 3 members are meeting and no any external force is acting at joint B. Okay. Next, out of these 3 members, 2 members, that is AB and BC, are collinear. AB and BC are collinear. That's why this remaining member is carrying zero force. Okay. So likewise, just we have find out the zero force member. Next, we'll go for taking the we'll go for the joint method. So again, from where we'll start a joint method, from where we'll apply a joint method, we'll apply a joint method or we'll start a solution from where the joint at joint which the maximum number of unknowns are equals to 2. Maximum number of unknowns are equals to 2. Okay, suppose if I consider this E joint, at E joint 3 members are meeting, that are 3 members are the unknown members. Unknown means we don't know the force in these 3 members. Okay, that's why we will not go for E joint. Again at F joint, 4 members are there. Out of 4 members, we know this force in this member. It means 3 members are unknown. But for joint method, limitation is up to 2. We have to start a solution from a joint where there is a maximum 2 unknowns are there. Okay, so we can start a solution by considering joint A or by considering joint D. Okay, because at A and at D joint, maximum 2 members are unknown. Okay, so here we will start with free body diagram of A joint. So now come to this FPD of A joint. Just here FAE and FAB, that is the force in these 2 members, are unknown to us. Okay, as the forces are unknown, first of all you have to assume the direction. We don't know the nature of the force. Okay, we have to assume first of all. So here we assume force in the both members as a tensile. Tension means arrow away from a joint. This arrow is away from this joint. Okay, so both the arrows are away from joint. That means we have assumed force in the both members as a tensile force. Okay, so next just we will apply equilibrium equation to this diagram. First of all, I applied summation Fy equal to 0 to this diagram. Just this FAE going upward. So FAE sine 45 plus this 90 is equal to 0. Okay. So now we are getting force in the AF member as negative. Okay. So you can write in this bracket here. First of all, we are assume it as a tensile. So make the answer positive and write opposite of tension, there will be a compression. Means final answer, that is for force in the member AF, it is of 127.28 and it's of compressive nature. Okay. So now to this diagram, apply summation Fx equal to 0. To this diagram, apply summation Fx equal to 0. Okay. So here you can consider this diagram. Okay. Summation Fx equal to 0. Okay. So FAF going to right, so take it as positive. Okay. FAF plus FAF cos 45. This is going to left, take it as negative minus 90. And so just put the values. So FAB going to right, so take it as positive. So just put this value of FAF. So now again, which value you have to put? You have to put this negative value, that is minus 127, you have to put over here, because to this diagram we have applied summation Fy equal to 0, and after that we have got, first of all, answer, we have got a negative answer. So first of all, whatever you have got the answer, you have to take that. Okay. So summation Fx equal to 0, this equation we have applied to this diagram, that is to this free body diagram. That's why take this, put this minus 127.28 over here. You can get FAB, force in the member AB. Okay. So likewise, you are getting the force. Of course, FAB you are getting positive. Positive means assumed direction is correct. Assumed was tensile. Now next, consider FBD of F joint. Again, in this, while considering F joint, we know this force that is in this member, in the vertical member, force is 0. We have already found out that. FAF, force in the member AF, we know that we have calculated force in the member AF as 127.28 compressive. Okay. Force in the member AF, we have calculated it as 127.28 as compression. Compression means arrow towards joint. So while going for next FBD of joint, you have to consider previously, please find out the final answer. So 127.28 is the final answer, and what is the final nature? Nature is compression. You have got it previously. Compression means arrow toward joint. Okay. So now to this diagram, apply summation Fy equal to 0 and summation Fx equal to 0. Okay. So again, apply summation Fy equal to 0. Here you are getting minus answer. So minus means assumed direction is wrong. You can find again, just put a opposite of it. Opposite of minus, it is a plus. Opposite of tension, there is a compression. Next, apply summation Fx equal to 0. Apply summation Fx equal to 0 to this diagram. We are getting the force in the member EF. Force in the member EF. Okay. So can write just this 90-degree force is going towards the right, so take it as positive, plus this FCF, force in the member CF, going towards the right, take it as positive, AE, force going towards force FAF, cos 45. So just resolve this. Okay, this is also going to the right, so take it as positive. So sign, what is the sign convention? In summation Fy, force is going upward, take it as positive. Force is going downward, take it as negative. And in summation Fx, sign convention is forces going towards right, take it as positive, and forces going towards left, take it as negative. So likewise, you can complete this. So consider now FBD of joint D. Actually, in this problem, I have solved joint D, and previously I have solved this joint F. Okay, I've shown here the solution, but actually it is not required to do this calculation, because if you observe, now come to this diagram, if you observe the given structure, in this given structure, this part and this part is totally symmetric. Okay, this joint A and joint D is symmetric, and just there is a horizontal force, that's why you have to calculate this, you have to consider all these joint. Come to this so after P force analysis, come to the K force analysis. K force analysis means just we have to provide a unit tensile force. Okay, so first of all, just get a difference between P force analysis and K force analysis. What you have to do in a P force? In P force, you have removed one extra member such that that structure has become determinate. Okay, and we have solved the example. And in K force analysis, first of all, we have to remove the external applied force. So at F joint, there were the external applied force. So first of all, we have removed that force. Okay. Next, we have applied a unit tensile force. We have applied a unit tensile force in the redundant member. Okay. So this member BE is the redundant, or you are treated as it as an unknown member. Okay. So in this member BE, provide a unit tensile force. Okay. Now after provision of this unit tensile force, we'll analyze this truss. That means we'll find the forces in the members of truss. Of course, before going to finding out the forces in members of truss, first of all, we have to find support reaction. That is at A and at D, there are the supports. We have to find the support reaction. Okay, but in the K force analysis, we have removed external applied force. We have provided a unit tensile force in the member. This 1 Newton is applied in the member. It's not applied at a joint. It's not applied at a joint. 1 Newton force is applied in the member. That's why support reaction will be directly equal to 0. We are not required to calculate support reaction in the K forces. Okay, so here the support reaction comes out to be directly 0. Next, we'll apply zero force member rule. So here, just if you remove this joint, if you remove this support, because RAY and RAX 0, just tentatively just remove this. So at this joint, two members are meeting. At this joint, two members are meeting, and no any external force is there. RAY is 0, RAX is 0. So no any external force is there. That means both members will carry a zero force. Both members will carry a zero force. Okay, so this one and this one will become zero. Again, this one and this one, that is CD and DE, AF and AB member comes out to be zero. Now next, again, just remaining part only is this rectangular part. So in this rectangular part, just if you consider the total diagram is symmetric. The total diagram is symmetric. Okay, so force in the member BC we assume tensile 1 Newton. So by symmetry you can write force in the member FC will be also tensile, that is of magnitude 1 Newton. Okay, by symmetry you can directly write it. Just we have to calculate the force in the member, these four members, that is force in the FE, EC, BC and BF. Okay, just we have to find the force in all these four members. Again, we can curtail the example. Just there is a rectangle, sorry, this is a total square, so it is totally symmetric. So that's why whatever force in the member BF, same force will be there in EC.
Cup.
So whatever force in the member FE, the same force will be there in the BC. Okay. So just consider any joint. So here I consider B joint. This is the FBD of B joint. So apply summation fx equal to 0 to this diagram. Apply summation fx equal to 0 to this diagram. So forces going towards right, take it as positive. Going. So KBC, that is force in this member BC, plus 1, that is 1 Newton force, 1 cos of 45 equal to 0. So here we are getting the answer minus. Minus means assumed direction is wrong. Okay, assumed direction is wrong. Previously we were assumed both the forces as tensile. Okay, so final answer is force in the member BC is compression. Now apply summation Fy equal to 0 and find force in the member BF. Okay, so actually I have shown the calculation regarding FBD of joint C and FBD of joint E. Okay, but you are not required to calculate this FBD of joint C and FBD of joint E. You are not required to consider this joint. Okay, because in K analysis, the total structure becomes a symmetric. Okay, that's why you can use concept of symmetry. That's why you can avoid a calculation of joint C and joint E. Okay, so finally you are able to draw this table. Okay, so just write down the number of members, write down the force, that is the P force analysis, and this is the K force analysis. P force analysis means just we have made the structure determined by removing one member and we have analyzed a given truss. So we have written the forces in all the members of truss. So while writing down this table, what is the sign convention? While writing down this table, what is the sign convention? Tension is taken as positive, compression is taken as negative. So this sign convention we are going to apply only after this table. We are going to apply that sign convention for this table and onwards. Okay. Take tension as positive, compression as negative. So apply this sign convention. Write down the K forces and P forces. Next, just write down the length of the every member. Apply this formula PKL and K square L. Okay, so just you can get the summation of PKL and summation of K square L. Actually, we are required summation of PKL upon A and summation of K square L upon A. That is area cross section of all the member we are required. Okay, but in this example, they are given that area of cross section of every member is same. Okay, that's why I have neglected the A term, that is cross section term I neglected. So just use this formula and you can find this value of x. X means it is the force coefficient. X is the force coefficient. Okay, x is force coefficient. This is the minus sign. Minus sign, it is in the formula. Okay, so likewise we are getting the answer x value. Okay, so just now we'll write the final answer, that is the final forces in the members of truss. Okay, what is the final forces? The formula for finding out the final forces is force in the member BE is equals to P plus XK. P means P force analysis plus X. X, you know this value. Put this value along with its sign. Here we are getting positive X. Put that value as positive. Okay, into K. Okay, P plus XK. P plus XK. Okay, so just already we are gone to this table. Just use all that values of table over here and you can find the final answer, that is the final forces in the members of truss. Okay, again if you are getting answer positive, means the nature of the force is tensile. If you are getting the answer as negative, here force in the member DE, force in the member DE is negative. Negative means force, nature of the force in that member is compression. Okay,